But the 3-year-old lives next door.
4-year-old.
Yeah.
She's 4 now.
Okay.
Just lost a great grand.
You did?
Last February.
Oh, I'm so sorry about that. Now, whose child?
It would be her son Bill. It'd be her daughter Marlena. She had her in, was it 1st of February that she had her? And she got that RSV virus.
Yes.
And she just couldn't fight it off.
Yeah, very, very difficult. Was she premature at all?
No.
No. My
Yeah, she
friend's
was right
little
on
girl
time.
had that as well. Now she pulled through, but very, very difficult. Very difficult it is to fight that.
She was at the Children's Hospital up in Danville, and the whole ward was just full of babies and kids that had this.
Oh,
And they had lost 2, and Michaela made their 3rd. But
I'm so sorry about that. Well, although I'm sure you'll see her.
Oh yeah. I don't plan not to.
Absolutely. And I'm sure she'll be thrilled to have you with her. The only other thing you'll need to know about hospice, I don't want to forget to tell you, is that Medicare is 100% on this. Okay? That's important to know as well. There is no 80-20. There's no managed care anymore. There's nothing like that. Hospice is 100% covered by Medicare. Every service we provide, including respite, including the equipment, including the meds, everything's included. So it's a very nice, some of the meds you may have been getting under your other prescription program, whatever that is, will probably be covered under hospice now. Sometimes some of the meds are not, if they're not related to the diagnosis, but then you just buy those normally. And when the nurse does the admission, she'll break it up and say, these ones will be covered, and then they're sent right to the home. We order them, we take care of it, everything's FedExed. So it's very nice and convenient that way. Sometimes they're all covered, which is a very nice situation. But financially speaking, there's nothing for you to worry about with this. Okay.
Wonderful.
Do you have any other questions?
Yeah, I was thinking about something.
Do you have a hospital bed in there?
No.
Do you think you want one? Would it help?
I don't know.
Okay, you think about that.
I can crawl in hands and feet first this way.
Okay. Well, let's think it, the nurse will help you decide that too, what would truly be easier for you in terms of getting in and out of bed, and that's something we can provide for you if you decide you want it at any point. Okay.
Like I said.
You'll come back.
Yeah, like maybe. The 2 little kids that died before, my brothers, they're out in Spring Church.
What about them?
I don't know, their last name's Kinder.
Randy and Susan.
Yeah.
Randy and Susan, yeah.
But I was just wondering about them.
you mean where they're at, Mom?
No, I know where they're at. Randy and Susan Kinder out in Spring Church. I just wondered where. Boy, they're under 12. They're up there. Right?
Oh, they've passed away?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Mom,
Back
they
in the
are.
60s.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. Jesus has them, Mom.
Uh,
You'll see them again, too.
Looks like there's going to be a little lineup waiting, I think.
little. They're back in there.
I'm sure. I'm sure. Now, have you folks made some arrangements for funeral planning and things like that? Have you thought about that?
We've talked about it. We haven't made any arrangements yet.
Okay, sometimes we do recommend that you make arrangements ahead of time, because that way when something does happen, your family just has the time to, really focus on the service and not have to plan the whole thing. And it's helpful sometimes to just go and take care of that and get it prepaid. And, are there funds available for that?
Yeah.
That be covered? Okay. That's always a question we ask, because we recommend getting that done ahead of time. That way too, right now you could make some decisions about that service and about your arrangements, so we like for people to be able to do that.
Yeah. Well, my brother Sam when did Sam pass away?
2 years? I think it was 2 years ago now, winter.
How many brothers and sisters did you have?
2 brothers, 1 sister.
And your brother has passed. Are the other 2 with us still? Okay.
Him and her husband.
Your husband?
Right?
What?
Your brother's mom? Yeah,
Uncle
she's
Bill
talking
and
about Uncle
Aunt
Bill and
Pauline.
Aunt
Oh, I'm
Pauline.
talking about my brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uncle Bill he's 81, 80,
And my brother Bill's
Uh,
81, my sister is 80.
84.
Wow. That's
And I'm
fantastic.
77. So it's time.
Well, do you feel like you've done everything you wanted to do? I don't know if we ever do, huh?
Except
No, I want to get in that pool out back.
You'd have to join the Polar Bear Club at this point to do that, I
I
think.
know, and I don't want to do that.
It's snowing.
I know. It's
If only it were
snowing.
summer.
I'll have to wait.
Oh, goodness.
They
Boy,
just
her spirit's
they just
wonderful.
moved here,
Oh, really?
and they just got the pool, and she was looking forward to getting in the pool this summer.
I see.
And we have a house about 5 miles down the road. We decided to rent it out and rent this place.
Okay, wonderful.
So
We wanted back out in the country.
Yes.
we're in transition, but
We're still unpacking.
oh, you want to see the garage, the
I
upstairs.
can't imagine. Can't imagine.
You don't want to. You don't want
It's
to.
all that stuff you've accumulated all these
Oh
years,
yeah,
huh?
that and having a 4-bedroom house
Yes.
into a 4-bedroom house.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah,
All right. Well, any other questions? Anything else I can address for you?
We covered most of it.
And like I said, on Monday, I will call Armstrong County Department of Aging, see exactly what the status of her activity is with them, what she's eligible for, and I will give you a call and let you know what they have to say, and you can check with your friend or relative over at the welfare office and see what they have to say.
Well, she was mad. You know Denise Hilty?
No.
Diskin.
Well, she's out of Leechburg. Wasn't she mad? Wasn't not Dolores Hilty, it was
Dolores Diskin. Denise Diskin.
Dolores's daughter,
Denise.
Denise Diskin.
Wow.
I know a lot of people.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, when we took her to the hospital, they didn't care
They didn't
what
do
kind of
anything.
care they gave her. This Denise called and told them who she was and all that stuff, and instantly they
They
doubled
a
up
lot
on
better,
it,
huh?
on everything.
Isn't that interesting?
They,
It pays to know Denise.
Well, they kept telling her that she had a torn cartilage in her ribs. They'd give her Vicodins and send her home. And she kept saying, the pain's worse, the pain's worse. And they'd give her Percocets, send her home. They'd strengthen the Vicodins, send her home. And it got to the point where she was crying all the time and couldn't lay down, couldn't sit up. And Denise got mad and she made a bunch of phone calls and they got her right in there and they did some more testing and they said, oh, you're in stage 4 cancer.
But
yeah.
to start with, she wanted an MRI to see
That
what
I
was.
don't remember because I hate them things.
Yeah.
Yeah, she
Yeah, but you wanted one.
wanted to find out what was bothering her back,
Right.
and they wouldn't they even think of it, giving one. But about 3 weeks or was they thought of it right away,
I'll bet.
and they found out what was the matter.
Well, I'm glad that Denise helped out in that way.